Hey guys, this is Eric Wilson, Northeast Iowa agronomist for Beck's Hybrids, coming to you from this beautiful field of soybeans up in north central Iowa. A question I've been getting lately pertaining to, my soybeans are looking kind of yellow. What's going on out there? So this field, I believe it's our 1.5 FPs. They're planted in 15-inch rows. We got a good planting date on these, and overall the field does look very, very good. We are seeing a little bit of a yellow tinge to a lot of those soybeans, especially the ones that got a good planting date on them in north central and northeast Iowa. So kind of what's happening right now, I know some guys are spraying post herbicides on soybeans, and that can cause a little yellowing and a little bit of slowdown for growth and development. What I want to talk to you today about is soybean nodulation, and then consequently following soybean nitrogen fixation. So those are two different things. So what I've got right here in front of me, I know it's kind of small, but this is a plant in this field that has just emerged. He was a late arrival. For the most part, this field is about V2 growth stage. He might have got clipped off, but we all know that soybeans fix their own nitrogen. They form that mutual relationship with Bradyrhizobium japonicum, and we usually see those nodules on roots. Now, when we look at this one, get that into focus there, very, very few nodules, just a couple of small ones on this root system. So nodulation occurs more or less, nodulation starts occurring at about emergence on soybeans. And what that means is that relationship is forming where it's sending out the signals, and infection is incurring of that root system, so that we can set ourselves up for later in the season to fix nitrogen for those soybean plants. Now, that being said, fixation, which is actually the production of nitrogen, doesn't usually occur until about V2 or V3. So here I have, from the same field, I pulled a V2 plant. It's got two open trifoliates, so it's a V2 plant. And on this one, you notice there's a lot of good nodules. Get that into focus here. Got the one on top, that's a nice big one. Usually the majority of nodulation or nodule formation occurs right at about the planting depth. That's why that 1.5 inches is so important. That puts those nodules in a good environment to produce nitrogen for the rest of the year. But you can see this one has quite a few nodules on it. Again, it's a V2 plant, so a little bit ahead of this one in terms of growth and development. But it's about at this stage that you actually start producing nitrogen in those nodules. And as that continues to occur, that's usually when we see our soybean fields green up quite a bit. So I always kind of call it, the adolescent years, or early in soybean development, when they've got kind of a yellow tinge to the field. They're not producing nitrogen at full capacity yet, and eventually things will green up as those plants continue to produce nitrogen. So thanks for listening, guys. If you've got any questions on this topic, reach out to your trusted Beck's advisors or give me a call. But thank you very much for listening today.